Welcome back to a haul video. Yes, these are mostly keepers, okay? These are for my personal collection. The reason why I say mostly is that some of these books I already have a copy, so I still haven't decided yet which one I'm keeping and which one I will sell later. One will be a keeper and one will be for resales later. But first up is a gorgeous copy of FF16. I already have a copy, but when this copy show up and it's so bright, the color is so bright and sharp, yeah, beautiful book. The one I have is, this one is higher grade, okay? The one I have in my collection has a lot of Marvel shipping right here, okay? So no doubt this one look a lot prettier, higher grade. So even though I'm not a collector of high grade anymore, and you know, it's hard for me to let go of the high grade book, especially when it's such a great book like this one. So most likely this is gonna be the one that's gonna be resales later eventually. But yeah, beautiful book, very happy with that one. So this is mostly FF, okay? So if you're a fan of Silver Age FF, this is it for you. This book here, I never own a copy, so you know, these days whenever I can pick up a Silver Age FF to complete my run, and especially if it's for cheap, you know I'm gonna go for it. This book here, decent book, another mid-grade, okay? I'd say it's probably in the 6 range. Decent book, no major, you know, my kind of books that I like to add, right? Do I need to repeat myself every time I talk about good eye appeal, mid-grade or low-grade? No major ugly creases, right? Issue 28, another one I do not have in my collection, so I gladly add that book. Another beauty, okay? Very sharp looking book, as you can see. Yeah, trying to show you the book without all the glare, right? Issue 29, another book that I already have a copy in my collection, but this one is also nicer, much nicer. The one in my collection is another 4.0 ish, and this one is more like a 8.0. Okay, so issue 29. Okay, yeah, this one here I do not have a copy. Okay, this FF here I do not have a copy, so it's a beautiful book. I say it's probably 8085 ish. Issue 38, yeah, indeed, right? Now, here is a magazine that I have looked for a long time, and for a long time it was dirt cheap. Even when it was dirt cheap, it's hard to find a good copy. I don't know why. It's one of those books that I think not that many people care to keep, to maintain good condition, so it's poorly maintained for many years. And now with all the talk of potential movies, all of a sudden it's become an expensive book. Even so, seemed like no high grade copy would pop up on eBay, right? But lucky me, I found one for cheap. Can't remember how much I paid for this. I'm trying to remember. I need to look it up. I could be wrong, but I think even with shipping it was like $30 for a near mint copy, near mint minus. Okay, this book is beautiful. It deserves its own spotlight down the road because the interior, the Bill Sienkiewicz art inside did not disappoint. Gorgeous interior, black and white. So yeah, I was so happy to get this for something like 30 bucks. Yeah, for those that know this book and the market for this book on eBay, good luck trying to find it for 30 bucks near mint. Yeah. Here's another magazine that I wanted, and it's cheap, it's nothing fancy, it's just a beautiful book, but I want this magazine because I have a lot of this run already, and I'm always looking to finish or add more black and white magazine to my collection to enjoy for cheap. This one was cheap. This one was like $18, something like that, near mint as well. Great stuff, great stuff. Now we're in the EC portion. I did finally pick up some EC. First up is 2 Vault of Horror, nothing fancy, nice mid-grade books, the kind of mid-grade that I appreciate. Vault of Horror, hanging cover. Okay, nicely mid-grade book, the kind of mid-grade where you don't see any big ugly corner creases, right? Yeah, you know me. I can't stress enough about high eye appeal. Okay, this one here has a little chip on the bottom right there, you see that? But overall, for a dark cover like this, it's pretty sharp, right? There you go, take a look at that. Decent book. I was not looking to buy these 2 books, okay? They are not in my must-have EC by any means, but I saw them, they were reasonably priced, if not cheap, so I bought them. This one here is definitely in my must-have as far as EC. You know, when it comes down to buying EC, there's some books that I definitely want to have in my collection. You know me, big fan of Jack Davis. Yeah. Look at that beautiful drawing of the underwater. Oh, love it. Love the picture, the drawing of the miner underwater. Tale from the Crypt, issue 30. One of my I would say in the top 5 favorite Tales from the Crypt cover for me. It's up there. There you go. And that's it for this haul. You know me, never a huge haul. Thanks for watching. Until the next haul. Bye bye.